Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, ready or not, it's showtime. Hi, guys. Presumably, new batch of requisition materials. We'll activate the portal and return to my previous map. Hiya, hiya, hiya. Festival time, Crown Pavilion. The timed event goes off in half an hour. So I want to get some of the other stuff done first. Logical. Because otherwise, the timed event probably doesn't get done.
That looks valuable.
Doesn't really actually.
How can I assist you?
I hate to say that, but that is the fact of the matter.
What is it?
Let's see. Who is the one that I have to get stuff to?
Balthazar strength.
To accelerate the event occurrence. Is it over here? No, that's the racing thing. Let's see. Raptor racing, race organizer. Don't want to go to the other festival location. Oh, is that the NPC?
How can I assist you?
I will give. I'm feeling generous. I'll give a go. I'm rich, you know.
I trust that Tyrion's finest.
It's the Queen. Hi, how you doing, Queenie?
Medal in the Queen's gauntlet this year. And while it may seem you stand alone in the arena, your brothers and sisters in arms are with you in spirit. Grant me
Boss
your
Blitz
strength,
is coming
my
up, and
friend.
as soon as we finish filling out that bar, if you're not familiar with it,
I'm not
there
sure
are
about this.
6 pie segments, each with a different boss that will spawn. They each have a special ability. Will dynamically run out and start murdering them, and when you murder one, all of the others get the ability. And you need to kill all 6 within a certain amount of time to optimize your rewards. The dailies for the festival are Bundle Looter. That's the event that's on in 30 minutes. 27 minutes now. Finish a festival race. We'll do that at the Labyrinthine Cliffs as well. Complete 3 dailies, yes. Gauntlet, depending on time, we may do a gauntlet here, one of the bosses.
What do you need?
Participate in Labyrinthine Cliffs treasure hunt or defeat champions. Disguised watch knights in the Crown Pavilion. We may get that one done, but I don't think you can actually determine something's a watch knight until you're fighting it, I think. It's been a while. Labyrinthine Cliffs treasure hunt. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. So we should get Bundle Looter, Faster than the 4 Winds, and we can undoubtedly, most likely, beat one of the bosses. This is not a character I'm very good at, mind you.
What do you need?
A Holosmith is not one of my specialties.
Looking to spend some coin?
Let's see. Holographic blades, prismatic singularity, sounds sexy. Proton Forge.
Activating hard light emitter.
There it is. I am in Forge Light. Sorry, Hard Light, Abyss, Photon, atomic batteries to power, turbines to speed.
May Balthazar strengthen you.
We're about 3/4 of the way done with the prep
Temperature normalized.
for the bosses. I am going to see if my coffee is done. I'll be right back. Oops. Don't want to forget about that.
Let's see the color of your coin.
assist you? It's a soldier's life for me.
Hi there, I'm back, and I have remembered to remove the AFK. Boss Blitz will be beginning shortly. 43 seconds. Down here, I think. No, not if there's only one person around there. A couple over there. I want to be a place where there's a number of... That's an annoying fight. I'd rather not fight that fight. Boss Blitz is going to start in 11 seconds. Over there... Generally, that always seems to be like the last one. Alright, everybody's up. These ones are heading down here. Yeah, we'll go with this one.
Heat level 0. Armored up. Projector. Active.
We're winning! We're the ones who are doing the best DPS so far.
See anything? Armored up. Heat level stabilized. Bombs away!
Let's patch you up.
And we're back out of just in time. Oh, healing might be a good idea. We're still winning, but not by as much as we were. I blame everyone who isn't me.
Temperature normalized. Your soul is mine. Here comes the rain of pain!
Okay.
That went better than I expected. All heat expelled. It burns!
We were first. We won. I would like to take credit for that. Obviously, that was mostly my doing. I don't want to say all. The other people, they helped with buffs, I guess. No one's even started on Corral. Historically, I did not find him particularly
Heat level
difficult.
0.
Maybe that's why everyone's waiting. Sparkus Fire Splash? Fire Splash is nearly done.
Blade storm. Strong. Sharper still.
Stand your ground.
Here's where things get hot. Slice them apart. Capacity exceeded.
One of the abilities is the ability to teleport. That's not his ability. He stole that from one of the other bosses who died.
Heat levels stabilized.
Sadly ran right past him.
This superstar by now. Let's hear it.
I'm hurting here. I'll remember this. Another.
Your seams are showing. Heat sink reaching full capacity.
Alright, 3 down. No, 4 down, 2 to go. And we've got 3 minutes and 11 seconds to get the gold medal reward for murdering them all in good time. Teleported me again, you jerk! I'll res this person.
Refreshing.
Because I'm just a good guy. That just leaves Karai left.
I see the pattern.
We've got 2.5 minutes for us all to finish his ugly, stupid, dumbass. That was me. Not inaccurate, but me.
Thermal release complete.
Over here. Maybe I was the illusion of
Do you see him, everyone? There we go.
Eat my dust.
Help. Let's fire.
I will.
Blade storm.
Target marked.
Whoops.
Let's catch
Minute
you up.
51, we should be able
Behold,
to finish him out without too much trouble because he's at like 2%. And
one more thing.
bingo,
List of
the
accomplishments.
crowd goes wild. Victory is ours. We'll res this person. Again, I am the good guy. I know I seem like a terrible jerk on stream, but oh, that wasn't great. But in reality, I am a kind of terrible jerk. Just not that terrible a jerk. Good evening to whomever has joined me. Welcome to the festival. Technically, it's kind of 2 festivals in one. There's the Festival of 4 Winds at Labyrinthine Cliffs, and the Boss Blitz and such over here. Yep, gauntlet entrance tickets,
My time is precious.
a couple of supply boxes, a
You can
bronze,
never have too much
and
treasure.
gold. Why did I get bronze and gold? Why didn't I get bronze, silver, and gold, or
What is
gold
it?
and gold? I don't recall the exact mechanics for rewards. And that's okay. Lots of bloodstone dust.
May Lissa aid you.
Yes, that would be nice if Lissa aided me. She's kind of been letting me down a lot lately, so I'm not interested in the race right now. Thank you. I will
Peace
take a
is
festival
worth
ticket
fighting for.
to Labyrinthine Cliffs, which is where the main festival is. And 14 minutes, the event starts. And that's why I wanted to get the boss fight done first. Make sure we can be here for is it the treasure hunt event? I can't remember. But we did get a daily complete for performing 3 combo skills. And got 2 weeklies done. That seems pretty quick. Wasn't it? It was less than a week ago. I spent 1,000 to buy myself a mountain skin. Time flies when you're having this. Like I said, we've got 14 minutes before we've got to do the next event. So before that, we can do the race event. For this, we need the skimmer. Not sure if we need the skimmer, but the skimmer would be the recommended one. I'd like... No, I don't want to rent a skimmer. I want to race the skimmer race. Is that over here? Where is it? Over there. Time trial. Got it. There we are. Really? Is that is the skimmer skin I'm using? Come on, I can do better than that. Dies. Mounts. Skimmer. Oh my god, it's the base skimmer. I apologize. He doesn't get played much. He's not that fast on the uptake, you know. Not glider skins, it's mounts. Dumbness. Skimmer. Oh, we can go with the horrible tentacled skimmer, the brand new one that we got. It's pretty horrifying. But as an engineer, I think the hover bike has got to be the way to go. Dies for the hover bike. Should be a little randomized, this one, right? Till we get something we like. Oh, that's kind of cool. Not quite. Yeah, that's garish. He'll love it. I have applied a dye. I'm going for speed. Let's go. Am I going the right way? No, I have gone the wrong way entirely. So we'll start again. Where are we? Close. We'll try again now that we.
Temperature normalized.
I'm going for speed. I like the music they have here. I know I'm not playing very loud, so you can't really hear it, but it does sound a little bit like a Mexican band. Not in like a bad way. I like it. But it is an odd choice. I'm not doing particularly well here. Just so you know, I am aware of the fact that I'm not doing especially well. And that's fine. If memory serves, this is an easy gold medal, which now means, of course, I will get a silver. Now having spoken the magical words that it's easy, I'll fail. Uh, 147, so I didn't fail. My lifetime best time is 137, so 10 seconds off my personal best. Time trial complete. We get more of the currency for the current festival. Wow, I destroyed 12 out of 15. Oh, that's the first tier. Is there multiple tiers? No, there's only one tier. What is the name of that skin? This isn't it the Synergetics?
Temperature normalized.
It's one all of my engineers use and most of my Asuras use as well. Mount. It is the Synergetics hover bike. I can't remember if... I don't think I dished out for it. So I may have gotten it as a drop. Yeah, I agree. I like the design a lot. And it dies well. Now this is the new one you get, or I got from ordering the expansion. I'm not sure if you get it in the base version or not. Because Skimmer will be the featured mount in the new expansion. It's pretty horrifying. And we've got like 8 minutes until the next thingy, the next event, the event that's timed every 2 hours. So that's the one I sort of predicated what I was doing around, making sure I could get that. But we almost got the Watch Nights. So then theoretically, since I got 12 out of 15 disguised Watch Nights, won't take much to get the rest. Deadly bonus rewards complete a boss blitz meta. Does that really require 3 of them? That's why the bronze. I got a gold boss blitz because we got the gold medal. I got a bronze for finishing out the tier 1. Really? They want you to do 3 stinking boss blitzes? Complete 3 of the available daily achievements. Anything new? New skins, as always. It's just a terrifying skin. Let's change it back to the tech-appropriate one. So, over here, I spent most of my accrued. I was down to about 120, so I got 100 and almost 280 from the boss blitz and the race. I got all the recipes for the home stuff.
I'm rich, you know.
This guy has... I think the thunderous weapons are new. They cost 1,000 of the festival tokens and 4 gold each. They are healing, power precision healing, but not bad looking. They have sort of a lightning bolt.
She mentioned it.
Well, I guess this one did. Oh, the thunderous. Oh, that's the sun catchers. The thunderous ones have a lightning bolt theme, as you can tell. The sun catchers ones, I guess, are from last year. I think. Gotta say, the torch is pretty nice. But I think the thunderous ones are new. I think they add 3 new weapons every year to that vendor. I don't think this vendor stuff is new.
Eat my dust.
Please, no need to eat my dust. Don't listen to my character. He's always saying that's just random people out on the streets. The Trader's Sandswept and Sungrown chests are choosy boxes. Again, power, precision, and healing. But I gotta say, the Sandswept stuff looked pretty cool. As it has sort of a sand... The blades and stuff are sand. Let's see what the greatsword looks like. It's gotta be. Yeah, so I think those are pretty cool. That's, those I think are new, but I'm not certain. The sun-grown chests are similarly, I think, pretty good. Again, not sure if those are new. That would be more sort of Sylvari or Druidish stuff, I would say.
You've got gold, right?
Let me show you my stuff.
I know that, I think it's the event completion stuff. You're new to the game. What is the festival? There are a number of festivals that come every year. At the same time, this one is running, I think, for 3 weeks. It started today. There are 2 locations. In any of the major cities, you can find a teleport either to here, which is the map for Labyrinthine Cliffs, which I think is only open during this event. And there's also a series of things going on in Lion's Arch. There's a series of boss fights. and also one-on-one versus boss mobs and gladiatorial combat there. It has a sort of wide variety of different kinds of activities, different kinds of rewards, and so on. If you are new to the game, so if you're not familiar with the wiki, the Guild Wars 2 wiki is the single best resource that is available. As basically everything is described in detail in the wiki very quickly after it comes out. So they will already have a discussion of the new stuff for the festival. Right now, I'm kind of dicking around because in 3.5 minutes, one of the scheduled events, you're level 29, you can do all of this. I believe you get scaled up for the fighting stuff in Lion's Arch. Now, you won't be a level 80 elementalist. You won't have access to everything that a level 80 elementalist would have. But your hit points and your damage and everything, I believe, are scaled up. So you won't be awesome, but you'll be a lot better than you are for that sort of thing. I think it's all scaled up. But everything else you can do. All of the stuff here you can do. There are multiple different races that are ongoing. The one in Lion's Arch is actually quite difficult because you race through the big fighting area. I'm really pleased to hear that you're loving it. It is extraordinarily player friendly.
What may I offer you?
So much so that when you run into something that doesn't feel friendly, it's kind of like disappointing. But there are some things they've done that aren't as friendly as they could be. And that's, I think, a statement as to how good the game is when it comes to that sort of thing, that it stands out a little bit like a sore thumb. But things like open tapping so everyone can get credit for killing a mob.
Are you here to purchase
Everybody
something?
can mine the same mining node. Those kinds of things. You get XP for rezzing people. The events in the open world. Unlike in a lot of other games, MMOs, where you're fighting something, the last thing you want is someone else coming in. In this game, you pretty much always want extra people around, because that'll help cover your mistakes. Not that you make mistakes, of course. I myself never make mistakes. I'm definitely a grade S tier gamer. Is anyone buying that? The races, most of which, but not all, require mounts. There are mounts that you can rent very inexpensively. So, for instance, there's... Oh, pardon me as I go swimming. There's a raptor rental that's inexpensive for the race in the festival area and not in Lion's Arch. Sorry, Divinity's Reach. My bad. Feel the community is amazing too. You message the in-game chat, and people are always down to have a chat. If you need help with stuff, if you once you get to higher level and you get to the expansion spaces, and you're fighting hero challenges against very much tougher mobs. You know, if you say, "Hey, anyone willing to help with this particular thing?" A large percentage of the time, a surprisingly large percentage of the time, people will. Now, everyone's gathered up around here because this is going to start 3, 2, 1. The treasure hunt.
The treasure hunt has begun.
You can never have too much treasure.
The cliffs, high above and deep below.
And all this is, and this got much easier, I can assure you, when mounts came into the game, is there are these bags. It's a bundle of loot. If you, there's a setting that will show you interactable objects in the world. And if you got that turned on, it shows where all the bundles of loot are. And the objective is to just basically fly through them. You collect a bunch of them. There's 3 phases to this to this event. And everyone can do this. Everyone wants to do this because we all get extra rewards. for the more of these that get done. And you'll get currency that can be used for stuff. Things like skins or gear items. One of the things you'll definitely want to take a look at, if you haven't already, is on the wiki. There is an event timer. And you can get to it from the game. If you type /wiki /et, it'll take you to the event timer page in a browser. And that shows you when all the various events are scheduled. A lot of them are in endgame spaces, but some of them are in leveling up spaces. You will still get loot. Oops, I'm outside of the area. I will no longer be picking up bundles of loot. In this case, the bundles of loot are a currency. And the more of them you get, when you get to the end of the event, you'll get the other currency. Currencies is something the game has, one could say, could argue, has too many of. But I think that's pretty common in most MMOs now. So there's a, what? As a group, we've captured 2,000 bundles of loot out of the 500 we need for the next phase. So we will be going on to the next phase easily. I myself currently have... Oh, I already had a bunch, so I can't really tell how many I have. I have 35. But there's all kinds of stuff to do in the festivals. I will note particularly the Halloween festival is my favorite. But they have, I think, a half a dozen different festivals. So you get one every couple months.
As mounts?
How much time we got? We got a minute and 49 seconds, so plenty of time left. Yeah. Exactly. We're working as a team. There's no competition. Everybody is helped the more everyone gets. So. Now, as you can see, most people are flying around, but even if you're not flying, you can still get a decent number. You just obviously are not going to get every single one. Although the event was originally created before there was flying. Flying just makes it easier for everyone to get buttloads of them. There are 3 phases. We're a minute out from the second phase, and each of the phases takes place in a different part of the map as well. So you check, you can see the circle here. That's the current area. The next area is going to be over here, I think, and then the last area is up above.
Then throw the rest away.
To who? His friends? His pet?
To the ground. Just toss it aside.
There is a teleporter NPC who will take you, I think, directly up. I think there's a teleporter. If not, you can just use the waypoint. We are 14 seconds left. How many do I have? I have 48.
I think we might need to leave a little early. Sorry. No, don't be sorry. You're just doing too well. When you do too well, people start paying attention.
There we go. The next batch is out there. The final batch is up above. And then after the final batch, there's also a post-event where there's a giant flaming effigy and everyone runs around grabbing water balloons to throw at and put out the effigy. Good event to stock up on quartz crystals, very much so. Quartz crystals are a crafting item. 25 of them can be converted into a, I think, energized quartz crystal, which is used for a lot of crafting. You can also just, I think, sell the regular ones, right? You can't sell the energized ones. You can only sell the
We
regular
sailed
ones.
right
Right.
through the second round of the treasure hunt.
And also because most of us have done this many times before, we know where all the bags and stuff are.
That treasure
So we can kind of optimize.
Get out there and hunt it down however you can.
So this is going on for another 3 minutes and 10 seconds or so. This is the only event, I think, that goes off. It's commonly in the rotation for the dailies, and it goes off every 2 hours. So the next one after this would be 2 hours from now. Is crafting hard? No. It can be resource intensive. It's actually a very good way of leveling up at low and medium levels, in that it gives you regular experience as well as crafting experience. What I would do if you want to take it seriously is to look up a guide, and there are optimal ways of minimizing the expense, making it either really fast or really cheap to do. It is a little on the complicated side until you get the hang of it. The basics are pretty straightforward. Crafting should be unlocked. You have to train. Go to a crafting trainer. And those are in all of the main cities. Which race are you playing on your character? Bundle of loot. How many we at? As a group,
Doing great.
we have 3,600 out of 750. I think we're going to make it. Oh, so many bundles of loot. The bundles of loot themselves are not a great currency. There's like one really good miniature that you can get from it, but you can use them for buying bags of stuff. And then the stuff, if nothing else, can be sold. That is 2 out of 2 points earned. The third phase. The Asura, the short ones.
Heat levels stabilized.
The next one is upstairs, so up we go. The crafting areas are below the main area in the crafting in the Asura hometown of Ratasum. and you just need to decide which crafting you want. The only one I can say that you probably don't want starting, well, okay, two. You don't want scribing. It's incredibly expensive. And you probably don't want cooking because it requires a lot of ingredients that you almost certainly don't have yet. But if you get serious about the game,
That's all
You
three
would-
rounds of the treasure hunt finished.
you would probably want to eventually
Any visitors?
have a crafter of each type.
Courage to do so.
With the exception...
Are you nervous?
That's not what I wanted.
I assure you, these visitors are
With
quite
the exception of...
No, it's not. It's just
What? That...
after dry top, I have trouble with the ground.
well.
That
that's
was not what I
understandable.
wanted. I wanted that. Thank you.
I'm here if you need me.
You're getting prize bags? Well, anytime you're getting any kind of loot, it's always fun. But like these bundles of loot are just a currency, and there's not a lot you can get with them. But doing the event gets you other currency. So the bundles of loot, basically, I will just be converting into bags of stuff. Because the stuff can be traded. Or sold. We've got another 2 minutes and 19 seconds. And then, like a minute or two after that, there is the flaming effigy. Events are the kind of things that some people do put in enormous amounts of time in and really enjoy, and there are some people who just really doesn't do anything for them, which is perfectly valid as well. Some people do them near religiously. Just fell to your death. It won't be the last time. At a certain point, you will also get access to a glider, at which point, except in instances, you should never die from falling again unless you choose to.
Are you any closer to making a purchase?
I'm thinking.
Temperature normalized.
Evaluating the options. Let me know if you have any questions.
We're doing 29 seconds left. I need one more for 50. Yay, 50. Not that 50 matters. I just wanted a nice round number. And then we'll head back up for the effigy.
Please move along.
And that's the end of the treasure hunt. Go and talk with the treasure vendor to cash out. If you
I
have
will
any
show you what you can
questions,
get
they'll
from
answer
the
those
treasure
too.
vendor in a second. Oh, your first death. It's painless for the most part.
Temperature normalized. That looks valuable.
I'm getting a whole bunch of the festival tokens for having completed that event, and that was why I was doing it. Not so much for the currency itself, but for the currency you get as a reward.
I'm not
I currently have 372 of the bundles of loot.
You have Codicus to thank for this.
3 4 wins prize bags. And these can have any of the rares would be cool to get. They're basically their champion bags. Up there is the effigy. You want to pick up water balloons and throw them at him.
Strong.
Every time you grab water balloons, you get 5 of them. You just want to throw them at them. You essentially just want to hit somewhere in their circle as they're walking. And then grab. More water balloons.
Excelsior.
Throw them at his feet. You basically hit him with each one, and it's putting out his fire. He's 34% left. %. 5.
I achieved.
And
I'm
that's
an achiever.
another one complete.
I worry the people of this world may fear her. We know
More festival tokens.
loyalty, but
Zephyrite supply box.
Scion is fulfilling her destiny, and the world will come to trust her as we
So I got 3
never have
champion
too much
bags.
treasure.
I didn't get any of the high-end loot. And now about those. The bags of loot themselves. You come to this vendor. And let's see, for 1,000, you can get the mini beach Gordon, who is awesome. You see, this is him. He's a Gordon, which is basically sort of a almost sentient type of cactus. He is wearing a bikini, but sadly, he's wearing the bikini top on his butt. The other things are kites you can get. And then the bag of booty. Not sure what goes in the bag of booty off the top of my head. What's in a bag of booty? Ah, crafting item. The embroidered coin purse, on the other hand, has higher tier crafting item.
What can I do for you?
And a little bit over a silver. So I'm just going to buy those until I run out of the currency. Open up the bags.
Nice gear.
Crafting mats, which, if nothing else, a butkini exactly. So, the ideal thing, the way I tend to do festivals, is I go to the achievement panel, I hit daily, and then the dailies for the festival. So let's see. I got the bundle looter, which is for 25 bundles. I got a festival race completed, and the treasure hunt. So that's 3. If you do 3 of these dailies every day, you get this completion for 4 wins Zephyr. No, on a daily, I mean, I've been on for 50 minutes, and of that, about 30 was spent before the race started. That was me doing the fight. So why do you want to do the 4 wins Zephyr? Well, first of all, it gives you a mystic coin, which is worth about 2 gold. But also, in the festival tab here, should be 4 out of 5, 2 out of 3.
The Legion calls.
3 out of 5. If you do 3 dailies 5 times, in other words, you do on 5 different days, you complete 3 dailies, that will give you a Blessing of the Four Winds chest.
Speak.
Well, let me double check. GW2, Blessing of, not of the Jade Empress of the Four Winds. I think that's a weapon selection. Choosy box. Yeah, it is. It allows you to choose a weapon. Or also you can choose a couple of other things, but mostly you're probably going to want the weapon. The weapons are stat selectable. They are end-game quality weapons, and they have a variety of stat combos you can choose from. That is a really solid reward. Getting the Butkini is entirely the right choice. But that's why I tend to do my dailies. Make sure I do them 5 days. They don't have to be done in a row. And that gets you a box with a choosy weapon. A stat selectable weapon, a choosy box. So any weapon in any stat combo, which is great for endgame. Save you gold. Let's see, and we finished up a Wizard's Vault weekly for completing bounty missions. How'd we do on the specials? Boss Blitz. Achievement in 4 Winds. These are all 4 Winds achievements. Festivals, 4 Winds Customs, I think. I'm not sure. It wouldn't be in the daily. Festival of 4 Winds. Barnstorming complete the Griffin Master Adventure. I'm not a good Griffin driver, so I can't do that. Search and find all the flyers made to promote Kukachu's various acts. I'm going to pass. Centaur Color. Festival tokens are used for buying stuff. Yeah, I'll show you where the vendor is for that. There's one in Lion's Arch, and there's also several of them over here.
All heat expelled.
This one sells recipes for the homestead. If you own Secrets of the Obscure, you will get a homestead. There will also be a homestead available in the new expansion. This guy sells weapons. With there are exotic quality weapons with specific stat combos. You do not get to choose the stat combos here. They are all chosen for you. And those cost 1,000 tokens and 4 gold each. And was he selling anything else as well? No, that's it. Weapons, and this guy sells weapons, but you have to have unlocked a previous weapon to buy these. They're slightly cheaper, but not much. This vendor has a lot of cosmetics and gears and minis, various miscellaneous prizes, miniatures, more skins.
What is it?
And this guy additionally has materials that are used in Living World Season 3, I think. Yeah. Living World Season 3. And also sells choosy boxes that are very pricey. Well, 5 gold's not very pricey, but 5,000 tokens is a lot. And those are choosy boxes, but they have a specific stat combo. Healing included.
Ideas are like cream. Good ones rise to the top.
So some of the goodies cost nothing but tokens. Some of them cost tokens and favors of the festival, which you get by doing stuff. Some things will go with the favor of the bazaar. Some things will give you the favor in town. You combine the two, you get a favor of the festival. Again, your best friend, as you try to do this and you're curious what you didn't do right or what you need to do to get something to work, is always going to be the wiki. the Guild Wars 2 wiki is a legitimately awesome resource. Ooh, I have a watchwork chest. Items? Ah, I got one of these last year. I still have stuff left over. These are Blessings of the Four Winds chests. These are the stat selectable Zephyrite weapons. I'm not a big fan of the way they look, but stat selectable gear is awesome. Because you can just choose whichever stat is best for your build. For your spec and your build. Favor. Where do we have our favors? All right, we currently have 35 favors at the festival.
What do you need?
Which would be plenty. As I don't think there's anything that requires more than one. I will now fly back to the Crown Pavilion, which is in Lion's Arch. The favor of the festival is if you do some stuff in Labyrinthine Cliffs, which I just finished up, you get the favor of the bazaar. You do stuff in the Crown Pavilion, you get the favor of the pavilion. You put the two together, and that is the favor of the festival. So it requires you to do some stuff in both. Now here is where you have the boss blitz, which is about to go off, so I'll do it again. There'll be a boss in each of these 6 segments. They are tough. There'll be a bunch of people fighting. When you kill one boss, its special ability passes on to all the other bosses. And you need to kill the 6 bosses as quickly as possible, and you'll get a chest depending on how fast the bosses are killed. Yes, the treasure hunts are every 2 hours, so an hour and a half from now is the next one for the treasure hunt. Now, the stuff like the boss blitz here, that goes off depending on how many people are doing other stuff, making donations, basically. So this is about to go off in 20 seconds, so I'll run it again because I'm crazy. Also, I will say in my own defense, I am not very good with this specialization, so my numbers will be terrible. Embarrassingly bad. And the event has begun. I generally like to start with this one. It seems like I'm not the only one.
Temperature normalized.
You will obey.
Returning to normal parameters.
Abandon hope, fiend.
We're winning. Note, there isn't actually a contest.
Bombs away!
Mantled in death.
That went better than I expected.
Alright, break bar is up. Break is bar.
Temperature normalized. Light, come forward.
Sand, shield us.
Look out below!
Alright, eat that, you punk.
You'll be feeling that one for days.
That went better than I expected.
We are winning. If it was a race, and it's not,
Here comes the rain of pain.
we're winning easily.
You are
Heat
all
level
weakling.
0.
So when we kill him, one of his special attacks, I don't remember which,
I can't wait.
every one of the other bosses gets it. And he's come over all dead. We won easily. Totally not a contest. But if it was, we won. All right, Pyroxis.
Temperature normalized.
He's a fiery dude. Despite the fact he's fiery, I'm going to hit him with fire stuff.
Light. Come.
Because magic is weird. And we got it.
Heat levels stabilized.
Justiciar
I need healing. Seriously.
Hableon. He's not going to last much longer either. I've clearly I am responsible for killing these 3 bosses. I've had a little bit of help, but mostly, yeah, just me. This is actually about as well as I've ever seen it done, as they all died relatively quickly. And they all died relatively quite quickly at the end. The last 3 died very quickly. So that was about optimal. That may be the fastest I've ever done the boss splits. If you buy a flying mount from the Black Lion Trading Company, you don't have unlocked, you cannot use the flying mount. That's not a weird question at all. It's an important question because there are boxes with random skins, which means you can get a skin for a mount you don't have. And that would suck. So it's not a dumb question or a weird question at all. It's actually a smart question. That's the silver for having finished it twice. And the gold for having done it so quickly. Now these give a lot of champion bags, which is a lot of crafting mats. So there are people who will just run this all freaking day long. Because crafting mats they can sell on the auction house. Alright, what do I need to... I probably have to beat up one of the gauntlet bosses to get the other favor. Let's check. Gauntlet Gladiator gives the favor of the pavilion. So I need to beat up one of the gauntlet bosses. Again, this is not a spec I am very good at playing. So it may take me multiple tries. I intentionally choose the weeniest heroes I can find to fight. So you need to come up above the rest of the pavilion area. Come over to the fight manager. This will be after you've gotten some of the fight tickets. These the Queen Gauntlet's entrance tickets, which you can get from defeating the boss players.
Always a pleasure to welcome this veteran contender.
Fight manager, I'd like to challenge a first tier competitor. Halmy Hammerfell, sure. And I'll just have to wait my turn, and then I'll get teleported down there with the guy I've got to beat up. There's like 4 or 5 tiers of dudes you can fight. And again, I believe you'll get automatically leveled up. And also, again, that just means your stats and damage and everything will be raised. It doesn't mean you actually have access to all the skills and stuff. That guy did not last long. I think I'll probably outlast him. Yeah, he didn't win. I have to.
All things in the end will find balance.
Always a pleasure to
At level 31, you level up so fast doing the events? Yes, you sure can. You definitely can. I would like to challenge first tier. Halmy Hammerfell. Okay, I'm challenging him.
Head down.
Also, if you're interested in speeding up leveling even more, the thing you want to check
Were you
is
just playing dead?
H Character Adventure Guide in the Achievements panel. That will lead you to things that give a lot of XP, and I don't know why I'm not going in.
Keep your blade sharp and your powder dry.
Ringmaster? Let me add him. Oh, okay, there we go.
We have a new
Here we go.
challenger.
That's...
I won. Okay.
That looks valuable.
So now I have a favor of the Bazaar for doing stuff in Four Winds. I have a favor of the Pavilion for doing something here in the Pavilion. You double click them, and it's going to increase my number of favors of the festival to 36. Ta-da! This has been Lens's Guide to the Festival. So in here, there is a race you can do as well, but you have to race through these 6 edges, the 6 areas, the 6 wedge areas, and there are a lot of mobs, and they're almost certain to knock you off, unless you go in when the race is going on, as opposed to a time trial. If the race is going on and you can stick close to the other people, that can make it easier. You can rent a raptor here, I think. This guy will rent a raptor to you if you don't already have one.
What do you need?
I'm not sure about this.
There's at least one other kind of nifty race back in the other location. You can get to the other location from here. Festival travel. You talk to the guy with the balloon over his head. I try not to judge people's fashion statements. He's got a balloon over his head. I choose to wear a bald cap. That's not a cap. So there's kind of a wacky race over here in that you get turned into a Doliac. I'm going for speed. Now the thing about this race is there are crystals you can grab that will give you a special effect. For instance, over here is this. And you're going to need it to get through the water. If you don't have it, you just bounce off the water. The waterfall. There's another crystal over here that allows you to jump up. And another crystal over here. That allows you to teleport from location to location. And this counts as a race for when you need to do a race in this map. Uh, 2 minutes and 11 seconds. I did not get a gold medal. My best time ever, 1:34. So this is not a very good effort. We'll go ahead and change back into my much handsomer human form. But it's more festival tokens. If you need to see where your festival tokens are, you open up your inventory. In the lower left of your inventory is the wallet. For whatever reason, the wallet pops up like that, and you need to drag it. Festival tokens. Festival tokens. Where are they? They're there. I have 921 festival tokens right now.
Imprison or otherwise confine the Aztecs. You walk a very fine line. I would not share these projects of yours with
So
the rest
this
of the world.
is most of the stuff that I tend to do in this festival. There's like one more race I will sometimes do, kind of depending on what the daily requirements are. Sometimes you have to come over to these vendors and buy some stuff. Now, most of the time you're going to lose money on this, but you can get incredibly lucky. In other words, for instance, if you go to this guy over here,
What may I offer you?
he exchanges wood for Zephyrite supply boxes.
Excelsior.
And depending on the value of the
My
wood,
word is my honor.
it takes more or less, chunks. Let's call them chunks. But if you buy a Zephyrite supply box, which I will do now,
No free samples.
show you what's in them. Most of the time, you're just going to get this common stuff out. But you could get lucky and get uncommon stuff out, like those aqua breathers, higher tier crafting mats. You could get a rare out, which has got some nice cosmetic items. Bizarre traded weapon chest. Oh, that's the ones that you can buy from the vendor over there. Those are in the rares. There's some nice cosmetics. And then there are the super rares. And a friend of mine got the Queen Bee infusion a year ago.
Find everything you need here.
On, I think, the first day. Not sure. Which she sold for, I think, 4,000 gold. This is a pure gamble. You're almost always going to lose money.
They didn't argue.
If you're a new player, don't get sucked in.
See the color of your coin.
If there's a daily that requires you to buy 10, go ahead and buy 10.
Smiling the whole time.
Get them as cheaply as you can with the crafting mats you have excesses of.
Yes. I see now.
So, but the odds are you're not going to get anything valuable out of it. And as long as you go in aware of that, don't try to get lucky. Just don't try to get lucky. Chac infusion, I'm not sure what the Chac infusion used to go for over 10 grand. Over 10,000 gold. Now I'm not sure. I can find out. Although generally the really expensive items people won't sell on the Black Lion trading or on the auction house. They'll go through. There is a group of people who provide this as a service for the community. They take a very small cut, but much smaller than the auction house takes. Auction house takes 15%. But if we were to look up, I don't know, how about Chac?
So, what brings you here?
No Chac infusions are available for sale. How about the Queen Bee? Queen Bee infusion, currently the cheapest one available
How are you?
is 5,500 gold, as an example. So,
You've got gold, right?
but the odds for that are enormous.
What is it?
And the odds are, even if you get a super rare, you're going to get something that doesn't sell for anything. You could get incredibly lucky, but don't. I will show you now what I got from my Zephyrite supply box. A quartz crystal. Currently selling for a grand total of... Oh, look. 24 copper. I will note that if you were to sell it for 24 copper, the auction house would take, I believe, 4 copper. So you'd actually get 20 copper out, which is the same amount you would get to selling it to a vendor. It is useful as a crafting mat, not as a selling mat. So do not, unless you want to set fire to your crafting materials, you'd just be better off selling them on the auction house rather than trying to get lucky. Literally the only time, other than to demo it, that I buy anything from any of these, well, I don't know. I have extras of mithril. I could sell those. The silk currently doesn't sell for very much. Yeah, 15 copper each. So let's see, where is the cloth trader? That's the metal. Nope. Cloth. 59. Why? Because there's so much silk in the auction house. All the top-end players, all the level 80 players are constantly getting more silk than they know what to do with, so it's cheap. But I will resist the urge because I know the odds are terrible. If I had enough silk to make a purchase, I might do that, as I'm not giving up much in the way of money. But I would strongly recommend against it as anything other than when it pops up on your list of dailies.
What may I offer you?
My time is precious.
Well, let's see. I'm going to swap over to another character. One of my non-level 80s. I'm going to do a little leveling. Not much. Maybe half an hour. Maybe a little bit longer. We have Seska the Sarcastic and Seska Culhane. They're not related. They're two entirely different people. We don't know what we're getting for the engineer spec yet. We find out tomorrow. Yes, I'm not well. I think we can all agree on that. It's 40 character slots. You have 5 because you bought the game. I have 37 characters at the cap. I have 2 not at the cap. I have 1 that it gets deleted and then made as a key farm character once a week. I also have a second account with 10 more character slots. It's possible I'm not well in the head. I don't want to judge. You don't only have 5. You have 5. 5 is a good number. I will tell you, a lot of people will wait for a sale on character slots and they'll get themselves 9 so they can have all 9 classes. People will do that. The jungle worms are up. In the gem store. Generally, they cost, character slots are, I think, 1,000 gems. They will relatively frequently go on sale for 800 gems. Sometimes they'll go on sale for 640 gems. Gems are essentially, you can buy them with gold, or you can exchange gold for gems and gems for gold. If you wanted to buy gems, it's 8/10 of a gem. Well, okay, 80 gems for $1, basically. So, the ways you get gems, you either buy them for cash or you convert gold into gems. Gold into gems is player to player. All right, what was I doing with this character on this map? I have not finished this map. I've almost finished this map. Well, gosh darn it, I'm going to finish this map. Note, there is a big world event going on right now. Triple Trouble. I've only done parts of it. I've never done the complete thing. I was around for finishing it once or twice. Let's see, we have a heart left. Yeah, that's there, so... we will real quickly swap over to our skimmer. I'm going to finish this map up because we're almost done with this map. If you do a map completion, which is my standard way of leveling, is doing map completions. I'll complete one map after another. They have about a 30% chance to give you a key to open a Black Lion chest. As sort of a bonus. Pardon the yawn. I am an old man. I am not bored. I love doing the maps. It's your favorite part of the game. I enjoy the open world. By far, my favorite part of the game is the open world stuff. Oh, look. It's a spamming bot. Give me just a second to mute the spamming bot. Or ban the spamming bot. Ban at. They're banned. You're doing it now in Lion's Arch. I should note that the chance to win a key does not apply to any of the cities. It has to be the sort of open world map more generally. The cities will give you, I think, a transmutation charge.
This oasis is a precious sanctum against the growing undead threat.
Yeah. Okay, that's the heart I'm missing. Thanks. Figures. Pardon the yawn. Wow. I'll note that you can also go to the starting maps for other races. The fastest starting maps to do are Humans and Norn, if you haven't done those. Then Asura. And if you haven't finished Asura, you might want to. Oh, basket of supplies. Well, I know what this gives me. It gives me another quartz crystal. All right, so we have a heart left. It's in there. A heart and a vista and 2 POIs. The heart, POI, and vista. I'll give you a look at the dragon over here, or the worm for Triple Trouble. Nobody's doing the event. I can tell because there's the 3 worms and their health bars are full. I will click yes and go to a busier map because here I won't have to worry about the freaking worms. Okay, Vista. POI and heart, and there's the waypoint. I will grab the waypoint, and then I'll turn around, and we'll grab the Vista and the heart, and finish out the map. Maybe get a key. That would be nice. I would like a key.
I tell you, this ritual is mentioned in numerous texts as a powerful countermeasure. I believe it can drive the Orions back.
You have obviously misinterpreted your research. Yours is a foolhardy plan with no chance of success.
I'll grab the POI, and that'll put me at like 96 or 97% done. 96% done. Right. There's one more POI to grab. Oh. And the heart. I'm going to AFK for a sec and refill my coffee cup, and I'll be right back. And I'm back.
Time to do some real damage.
Is there no end to them? We can't hold out for much longer.
Nonsense. I could fight 1,000 more without breaking a sweat.
Yeah, me
You
too.
may have your wish. Here they come.
Over already?
Are they coming? You said they were coming. There's somebody else out there fighting them? I want to murder them myself. Oh, here they come. Definitely want to shoot the risen plague carriers before they get to you, because they explode. I'm not getting any heart progress for this. Because I'm outside of the heart area. That's really annoying. Oh, they're spawning in here too? Why didn't you NPCs tell me that? So I could murder them appropriately. Oh, blue screen, no good.
Feel the fury.
Well, it's faster with the event going on. Oh. Oh, I didn't see the A-bomb coming up behind me. There we we go. Event successful. We got most of the heart complete. This heart is a weird one in that you have to basically combo stuff. So that was what? Fern, coral,
Close. I'll have to see if I can make repairs to the defenses.
and
Need any help? Just give
mushroom?
me a shout. I'm happy to crush more skulls.
Yes. Well, let's
Visit
take it a
Sella
little
to
time.
have it
You're no
analyzed.
fun. I need a drink. Stay safe out there.
Shall we brew it? Yes. Use your potion on one of those wretched risen spiders, okay?
They seem drawn to our natural defenses.
And that's the heart complete. Now we...
Help healing the plant.
That is a big honking spider. I would not like to see that in real life. I will point that out.
Can't both leave the oasis.
Of course. How noble of you. Maybe they'll leave me alone for once.
So now we just need to find out what one bloody thing we're missing. I have completed a renown heart. Yes, I have. We are missing one POI. That must be the event that's up right now. Oh, you can't see that. That's the overlay. Over there, maybe? Well, I'm going to go ahead and beetle up. Oh, there. It has appeared. Ah, the little sort of hidden glade in here. There it is. That's it. Map is complete. Drum roll, please. Will we get a key? I would like a key. Give me a key.
I told him his plan was asinine, but that Silvari refuses to listen to reason.
Transmutation charge. Thank goodness I only have
Can't you see how
1,500
he's
of them.
jeopardized our lives? The Orions are a relentless threat. By the alchemy,
Can't use the
they discovered
horn.
our camp.
Can't wear the
Keep
hat.
tents from their rampage.
Power flow at 30%. Rerouting.
Can be irked. It's not fair. I would like to complain. You're from Australia. You see that stuff every day. It was aggressive, so it might have been a funnel web. I never found the concept of funnel webs to be particularly scary until I was made to understand that unlike most spiders, they're not solitary, they live in nests. And two, they're aggressive. They'll charge you. Pass. I'm going to have to say no thank you. I will choose to not play that game with that creature. What the hell kind of spider does that? I also have a theory about spiders. Why so many people find them creepy. It's because with all those legs, they never trip. If a human had even one more leg, they'd be stumbling all the time. Now, imagine with all those legs, and they never, ever fall down. I'm just saying, there's no way that they're not intelligent. Maybe the people who always saying kill them with fire, maybe they have a point.
You've come to a dark corner.
I have come to a dark corner. Okay. So I think I'll grab a level, having completed that map. Granted, there wasn't a lot of completing needed. And we're going to murder a whole bunch of thralls over here. I'll destroy that Orient artifact. Oh, look, it summoned a brute. A flamethrower, you know? I'm okay with a flamethrower. Granted, this character is a thief, and they're normally not, like, big flamethrower users. That's mostly the engineers, but sure.
Here, over here.
Okay, now I'm on. Why am I on fire? That's not fair. Oh, there's still one kicking. Missing 1 of 3 points of interest. The squares are so small. If you're not aware of it, if you mouse over the icon for either the hearts, waypoints, points of interest, hero challenges, or vistas, they will pulse if you have gotten close enough that they appear on the map. So there you can see we have a POI, there we have a waypoint, and there we have a couple of hearts. That can be a big assistance in finding them if you've been close. Also, they will often get highlighted on the minimap.
Time to do some real damage.
Even if they're not on the minimap, for instance, the heart that is highlighted on my minimap on the left-hand side, that's not on the minimap. It's telling me there is a heart there. I'm helping! I'm so helpful. Not all that helpful, really. Occasionally helpful. Accidents happen sometimes, and Lens is not entirely useless. Mostly useless. Yeah. A risen grub hole. Sure, why not? Oh, look. A risen grub. What else would you expect from a risen grub hole, really? I just happen to know that there is a pirate ghost hero challenge down here, so I'm going to go get that. I just happen to know that. Just completely a coincidence.
Did you bring my whiskey swab? Bam!
Died 5 times today by falling to your death. An insane friend of mine decided he was going to do core map completion. That's completion of all of the maps that were in the original game. He was going to do it without using his mount, and he was going to do it without using a waypoint. He died, I think, like 15 or 18 times doing the whole map completion, and of those 15 or 18, 12 were from falling to his death. It's not just you.
Not bad.
Heart complete
After you're
level.
dead, come be a pirate with us. We'll fight off these risen pretenders together.
Level 57. Put some stuff away. More stuff away. Pop back to the Mistlock Sanctuary. The glider, I know you can get it from one of the expansions in addition to Heart of Thorns. I don't think you can get it until you have a character at the cap at 80. $374. Those pistols are not as good as what I'm using. Sad. $475. Not as good. $484 for the dagger. Okay, that one's better. Do I have 2 daggers? I should have 2 daggers. Well, that's not as good either. I don't think I currently have 2 daggers. Well, we'll remedy that situation. Let us deconstruct, salvage
Power
some
flow
stuff.
At 30%. Rerouting.
So, throw that out. Sell junk. Throw that out. Put those into the bank. I haven't played this character for a while and it shows. Wrong. Right. Put those away. Put that away. Hold on to that. Is there anything else? That can go into the bank. Other than that, I think we're good. All right. So we got most of what I wanted to do done today. We got the festival started. I think we helped out Jai a little bit in getting a handle on the stuff in the game. Thank you for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And that goes for all of you. I have 45 points. I probably should use those. Do I currently have equipped 2 lines? I do. Well, then we will just finish training out deception tactics. That is all of the skills learned. Next up, Shadow Art, I think. There we go. So I am going to call it an evening here. I want to thank all of you for hanging out. As always, I am very appreciative. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, with more Guild Wars 2. Not sure if I'll start with the festival, but I probably will want to might start off with the festival just to get the dailies done, and then probably back on one of the 2 non-level 80 characters to continue their journey towards 80, and a future. This one is my thief, so this one in the future will be the Scriptmancer. Sorry, the Antiquary, the new Antiquary specialization that is coming. Thank you, Judd. Peace to you as well. Again, I want to thank all of you for hanging out. Hopefully you will see me soon. I'm back tomorrow. Till then, have a great rest of your day.